Third speaker is code E441. The title of the speech is, "Come on, Barbie, let's go party."
In 1965, a brave American went into space. Equipped with a fabulous silver jumpsuit, leather boots, and a white helmet, astronaut Barbie was ready for takeoff. Never mind that she was released 4 years before Neil Armstrong took his first steps on the moon, or 18 years before Sally Ride became the first woman to go into space. Since 1959, Barbie has been occupying spaces and roles that remain out of reach for women made of flesh and bone. She has been at the forefront of every political and cultural shift in this country, yet this relevance comes at a price. Since her inception, Barbie has been a pawn in the conversation about what a modern woman should do, say, represent, and most importantly, look like. And that's a lot for an 11.5-inch doll to carry. So today, let's examine the history, decline, and resurgence of a doll that Time magazine claims has a 98% brand recognition globally. Ruth Handler and her husband Elliot formed the Mattel Toy Company in 1945. At the time, most little girls played with baby dolls in an effort to stimulate their maternal instinct. However, Ruth set out to create a doll that allowed girls to see themselves in a career outside of the home. So Mattel bought the rights to an X-rated German doll called Build Lily, and with the help of former Pentagon engineer Jack Ryan, they created the doll we all know and love. On March 9, 1959, Barbie Millicent Roberts was introduced to the world at the American Toy Fair in New York City. 300,000 dolls were sold in the first year, but by 2008, a Barbie doll was being purchased every 3 seconds. Her constant evolution led Barbie to become an international icon and one of the most recognizable features of American culture. Painted by Andy Warhol in 1986, starring in the Toy Story films, and having collaborations with fashion designers such as Oscar de la Renta, Diane von Furstenberg, and Christian Dior. You better work, girl! And work she did. Since her inception, Barbie has had over 150 careers, such as a rapper, a UNICEF ambassador, a football coach, a US Marine, and even a McDonald's cashier. And while her resume has taken steps to shatter the glass or plastic ceiling, Barbie's body has remained a point of contention since the beginning. Yale researchers found that Barbie's body, when scaled to women's sizing, is physically impossible. Her neck is too small to hold up her head. Her wrists are too skinny to pick anything up, and she's so underweight that she wouldn't be able to menstruate. And to make matters worse, the 1965 sleepover Barbie came with a scale and a weight loss book with the ever so helpful tip, don't eat. And besides the impossible figure, Barbie's white skin and blonde hair perpetuate a dangerous beauty standard. The first official African American and Latina Barbies weren't released until 1980, over 20 years after their white counterpart. 20 years of girls of color not seeing themselves represented on toy shelves is incredibly damaging. And soon, Barbie's criticism caught up to her, and sales began to decline, dropping 21% in 2015. Barbie was seemingly out of touch with the times and no longer reflecting the social change around her. So Mattel understood that a change had to be made, and a drastic one at that. So they dismantled and rebuilt Barbie. And after 18 months of hard work, the new dolls were revealed in January of 2016. Barbie now comes in 3 additional body types: petite, tall, and curvy, 7 new skin tones, and 24 new hairstyles. And for this year's International Women's Day, Mattel released 17 new dolls for their Inspiring Women collection, based on real women, like director Patty Jenkins, snowboarder Chloe Kim, fencer Ibataj Muhammad, and model and body activist Ashley Graham. It finally feels like Barbie is coming into the 21st century. Yet Barbie is far from perfect, even with all of her newfound diversity. Critics argue that these changes have only reinforced the emphasis on a woman's outward appearance as the only definition of herself. But for Barbie's creator, Ruth Handler, it was never about her body. Barbie was meant to empower young girls to be whoever she wanted to be. And while we may never be able to separate the word Barbie from blonde hair, blue eyes, skinny body, for girls in 2018 to see themselves as a veterinarian, a game developer, or even a construction worker, Barbie keeps marching forward. So come on, Barbie, let's go change the world.